Today on the show, we're breaking down all of the details, the little nooks and crannies of the brand new MyGM, the general manager mode for 2K22. It was just revealed. We're going to go and analyze and dissect this whole thing with you right now. Oh, it's a beautiful day, isn't it, everybody? We got some new WWE 2K22 news. We have the brand new MyGM confirmed. General Manager mode is back. I am so excited. Tell me in the comments right now, though, before we get started, what did you think of the trailer overall? We did a trailer reacts, by the way. Also, it's a very, very busy news day over here at Assemble. But thank you so much for watching. Thanks for tuning in. Let's talk about MyGM. We don't know a ton about MyGM yet. Based on the trailer, they gave us just a quick few seconds and a little glimpse of what this will look like. But what we do see is a little breakdown of the draft. So we are going to have a WWE draft in the game that's going to be available. Looking at the screen with just Roman Reigns being highlighted here, you can see actually that you have their stats, their class, the cost of their contract, their popularity. We also have all the different filter options to see all the stars, the men, the women, however you want to break it down, and their role as well. Now, I'm only gonna guess that the green and red represent heel or face right now, since we have the bruiser Roman Reigns highlighted with a red face. So I'm gonna say that that marks him as a heel. You can also see his full contract details at the top there. They give you the little status bar. I really like that we can actually see Roman's cost is $267,000 for his contract. And obviously we can confirm just on this little tiny snapshot here, no big surprise, but the other stars that will be in the game, Becky Lynch, Drew McIntyre, Roman Reigns, Asuka, and Finn Balor have been highlighted on here. And the draft itself, looking at this, you can see that we have picking now. So this is actually going through the draft process, that we have round 1 and pick number 1. And when they're picked, they actually get highlighted with a full graphic. So that does tell us that we will be getting multiple rounds when it comes to the actual roster draft. This is all very exciting, by the way. You have no idea how excited I am to actually get some updated news here. The next thing we got was a glimpse of what the matches will look like and how to actually build out the card based on the promos, the openers, there's mid-card, and the main event. So based on this alone, it does look like we're going to get 3 matches to be able to put into your MyGM, as well as putting in a self promo, being able to put in 2 of them and decide on who do you want for the card. We can set this up to have it as when you're actually going to go through the match to actually just continue on. We can simulate the show itself. You can spectate the actual match and just watch it, or we can get in there and actually play the match itself. What's cool here to look at, everybody, is how we have the opener match and there's a TLC match they've highlighted, and the cost of doing a TLC match is $5,000. Having a mid-card match, it's a normal match, costs $0, and the main event match is also a normal match they've highlighted here that costs $0. But you can see that self-promos will actually cost $1,000 in the game. And if you're going to simulate the match, they do a little countdown, a little 1, 2, 3, and then it will actually simulate it. What I like here is that it's getting away from what 2K19 and all the previous games were actually doing, which is when you simulate it, we just get the little red highlight there that the match has been simulated. I like that they are putting more effort into this and that we get it to pop up with the little flowing graphic of Big E winning the match. The next shot here is actually going through with booking the show. It looks like here we can actually go through and manage our entire general manager area, the whole main hub. There's a lot to break down here, so let's go through it. Let's take a look at the top and kind of work our way through. You can see that we have the actual location for where the show is going to be held that week. We have the rankings. We have the total amount of fans that we have for the show. This tells me that this is at the very beginning when we actually have our full universe actually set up, ready to go, because we don't have the fan numbers actually adjusted yet. We can see that we have the options for book the show, show logistics, manage roster, power cards, journal, and ratings. And at the top right, you can see that there is a budget of $69,200 and what the actual show itself is going to cost this week. So they are highlighted under book show right now. What I love is we can actually set up the full match participants. Guys, this is like, I am so in love with this right now. I really hope that it comes together. I cannot wait to get my hands on this. But we have the full participants that you can actually go through and set up the match rules itself from here. We can set up the participants we want to have. I also want to note here, I am so happy that they have done full photos of the superstars. Isn't 2K20 just awful for that? I love that they have brand new updated looks of the stars. This is going to make it great to keep it up to date. Hopefully 2K will actually go through and update these images. Maybe as the stars get updated, we'll see. But even once it comes to PC, we get the mods involved. This will be really nice. This is a breath of fresh air. So we have the participants. We have a normal match set up here, regular rules, the match type. It's highlighted in green here for branded pay-per-view bonus. And there's going to be fatigue built in there too. So it's going to track the actual superstars fatigue level all the way through. We can decide if this is going to be a title match, yes or no, and if there's going to be interference in this, which is awesome, because that means that for regular TV matches, it's not going to be complicated to toggle it to have a title match on or off. I love it. And we can see at the bottom there in the bottom left-hand corner, if you turn on interference, it's going to then go down into who is going to interfere in the match. So we can have the bloodline interfere in the match. I really hope, everybody, that this means that we could actually decide who is going to run interference in this and make it built into these storylines that we want, the way we want to do it. I love it. You can see too that with under Roman Reigns versus Big E, we have the opener, the one-on-one match, and it gives you their stats comparing each other, with Roman popularity sitting at 65 and Big E sitting around 60. They're both in bruiser categories, and again, I think that this is contributing to heel versus face for their actual roles themselves. We don't have any details when it comes to things like show logistics. Manage the roster would be cool, because probably going to be able to go in there when we see more information about being able to actually go in and change contracts, maybe actually modify the superstars, go from heel to face, things like that. The journal, I imagine, is probably like we've seen in previous years, where it's going to give you kind of the rundown of what's going on with your show, some of the updates, contract statuses, things like that. That's my guess. And then we actually have the ratings tab there too, which should give us an indicator of how our show performed and how the matches on the card performed. So ladies and gentlemen, that's a quick rundown of the MyGM. I'm going to have full breakdowns and analysis for you on all of the different modes that they highlighted in the trailer. More news to come as more content comes out, as more details come out. I will have everything covered for you here. If you guys enjoyed the episode, do me a favor and consider hitting that subscribe button. Hit the thumbs up button, because it actually helps out the channel a lot as we're growing here. WWE 2K22 coverage for you on the channel basically every day of the week going forward. It's going to be crazy. I'm excited. What did you guys think about the reveal? And what do you think about the brand new MyGM? Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next episode.